Hello everyone and welcome! In today's video, I'm going to be taking some physical objects and transforming them into digital 3D models that I can use to design some custom parts around. I've gotten some questions about the process and equipment that I use, so I wanted to put together a video showing the 3D scanning process. You can think of 3D scanning as the opposite of 3D printing. When printing, you're taking a digital 3D model and making it into a physical 3D object. When scanning, you're taking a physical object and creating a digital 3D model. This can be helpful for a lot of projects, such as designing a custom interior or designing a body kit and spoiler that needs to fit snug against the body. 3D scanning is common in the full-scale aftermarket car world, as the car itself or specific parts will be scanned prior to designing custom body panels, roll cages, or any other part. Some video game developers and model car companies will also 3D scan the real car that they want to replicate, rather than just going off of 2D blueprints and images. This is the scanner that I use, which is an older Einscan S desktop scanner. Now, I'm sure there are many different classifications of 3D scanners and different technologies that are used, but basically, at least as far as a hobbyist user is concerned, there are handheld scanners that you hold and move around the object that you want to scan, and then there's desktop or stationary scanners that remain in a fixed position, and either you or a turntable will move the object being scanned. Some scanners can be used both ways, either remaining stationary or can be held and moved around the object. It seems that at least when it comes to scanners within the budgets of hobbyists, stationary scanners offer better accuracy and resolution, resulting in a more accurate model of the object being scanned, but are obviously far less portable and cannot scan larger objects. Just like with 3D printers, there are tons of different options available, from DIY kits that you can build yourself for under $100 to scanners that cost far beyond what your average hobbyist would be able to afford. Years ago, I built a custom laser scanner for around $50 and used open source software to run it, but after a while I wanted to step up the quality with this Einscan S. Scanning objects is very simple. After a quick calibration, just put it on the turntable, adjust a few settings within the software, and the scanner does the rest. It's fully automated when you're using the turntable. Along with selecting whether or not the object is light or dark in color, you can adjust the number of scans that you want to make, and also mess with the ambient lighting in the room. I scanned this Trans Am body so I can design a custom shallow interior piece. Note that the body is mostly white, but it also has some gold and black sections that don't show up as well with these settings that I chose. In this case, I didn't need a complete flawless scan of the body, just something to use as sort of a basic reference, so this will work. This Ferrari body is a much better candidate for scanning as it's one solid color. Multiple passes around the turntable is necessary to get every part of the body's exterior scanned. I needed to adjust the position of the body a couple of times. The software automatically combines all of the scans taken, lines them up, and produces this nice finished model, which I can use to design a custom wide body kit for this body, which you'll see in an upcoming video. With this 3D scan, I can ensure that each 3D printed part will fit snug against the body, with minimal post-print work being required. Also, choosing to 3D model and 3D print the wide body panels rather than hand making them ensures that each side is perfectly symmetrical and allows me to share the STL files with all of you viewers if you have this same body and want to add the wide body kit to your own. 3D scanning has played a big role in the Westmade Datsun 510 build. I scanned that handmade body, this time needing to move it around by hand due to its size, and with that 3D model now created, I can design the chassis, suspension, and interior to fit the body perfectly. Of course, once again, more on that in an upcoming video. There's really not much more to say, all in all a very simple tool, but a great one to have. Do keep in mind that there are some alternatives in certain situations. For example, rather than 3D scan that Trans Am body, I can take pictures of the side, front, rear, and top, as well as take some measurements and go into my CAD software and use this to help design that interior piece. But for something like a wide body kit that you want to fit snug against a body with compound curves, an accurate 3D model of the body is going to help a lot. I hope this helps explain the 3D scanning process you'll see me use for some of my projects and has answered your questions. As you can see, I've got quite a few projects going on at the moment, so I should probably get back to them, but I'm always happy to showcase some of the behind the scenes or more technical aspects of these projects when you all want to see them. As always, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.